Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and welcome. So today I want to show you guys how I make my Junky Grungy Grammy Dolls. Super fun. I've posted them over on to my community tab to show you guys, and thank you so much for the overwhelming response. You guys want to see how they're made. So I'm just going to show you guys a fun, just easy video showing you guys how I do these. So what I have here is, this is Flutterby, Annie, and Jeannie. So Annie is the first one I made, and she is adopted by my mother-in-law, so she adopted her. So she is not for sale, and I just sold Flutterby today, so she is sold right now. But Jeannie is not sold yet, so I'll make sure to put her Etsy link down below so you guys can come check her out. She even has a cute little bracelet. Isn't that so fun? So these are just super fun to make. They're great for scrap busters, all kinds of stuff. So let's just get started and I'll show you guys. Okay, so there's our cute little dolls. I'll move them over to the side. So what you're going to need is, let's start with a pattern. So I just cut a pattern. I just drew up a pattern, and super easy. However you guys want to do a dress, an apron, arms, and a body and legs. And I did it on deli paper. Okay, so that's what I used to do the pattern with. We got that. Then I have fabrics, and I have some coffee dyed fabrics, which I'll put on the end screen, and you guys can come check out how I coffee dye my fabrics for my cute little dolls here. So go check that out. So that's what I have here. And then jeans, just some recycled jeans, just something like that. It's going to be fun to throw in. We got poly thread. Now some of these links will be down below in my Amazon link, so you guys can come check them out. I'll make sure to put some in. So I got this for binding our cute little journal that we're going to do. So I got this one on a little chain. And the chain I got at Home Depot for a pull chain to turn on your ceiling fan light and stuff. So that's where I got this. And you can see this is just a tiny little journal that I made, and I'll show you guys how I make it. And then it just goes in their little aprons, their little pockets. It's super cute. Okay, she's the only one with the chain, but so I got my snippet rolls here that I hand stitched, and I'll make sure to put that on the end screen, the video, so you guys can come check out how to make it. And it's just on a wine cork. So I got that, and that's going to be the journal cover. Okay, and then you got your thread, but any kind of thread will work. You don't have to use just the poly wax, but this stuff is great. So I got that, and then stuffing, just some polyfill stuffing. And this is buckwheat hulls is what they're called. And I'll make sure to put that in my description below. I just have it in my Rudy's little dog treat that was empty. And I figured I'd use this. It's perfect to put it in. And just a little cup to fill it up. So I like to fill up the bottom of the dolls with it. I didn't do it for Flutterby here. She's just polyfill. But I started doing it with Jeannie, and I figure it just the little bottom part of it, because it gives a little stability to sit up, so she can sit up a little bit better. You can kind of, smush her down like that, and then she'll do just a little sit up like that. So I think it helps a little bit. So I put just a little in that, which is optional. Some polyfill, and I have some just threads here, DMC embroidery floss, hemostat. I'll put in the description below. This is great for stuffing little tiny arms and legs. I definitely recommend it because it can, attach. You can go like that, pinch it really hard, and stuff them into the arms and stuff. And it's just really nice to have something to poke in there and clamp to. We got that, and then needles, thread, a pen to trace around, and I just have a regular pen. because these are grungy little dolls. I don't mind if there's pin ink or anything like that, and it doesn't show. I always do it on the inside of the fabric. So a pen, but you can do erasable pens if you want. A stitch ripper, you never know when you need one of those. Some extra little fun grungy papers. I just have this little booklet to do the junk journals. Trinkets. I got these, my mother-in-law got me these on Wish. And some safety pins. Just some bold pins and some jump rings just to, I'll show you. Because I always just add a little trinket and then little bold pins and safety pin to add to this. That's why when I say it on my Etsy shop that it's not intended for children, just because the buttons and the pins and stuff, I don't want a choking hazard or anything like that. Also buttons. I didn't bring those over, but we need some buttons for the eyes, just some needles or clips to clip the pattern to the fabric and stuff. I use it for. Scissors, always scissors. And these are a lifesaver. They're called quick turns, and they're fabric tube turners. And you get different sizes, and I will put the link down below for this. It has changed my world because pulling these around will take forever if you don't have one of these. And it works great for the size. It just works perfect. Everything's great. You get different sizes. So I'll put that down below. So I think that's it. Oh, and threads. I just have my orts here, all my little threads and stuff for the hair. This is a Jean. I use Jean. That's why her name is Jeannie. She got a bunch of Jean and Jean hair. So whatever you got, just any stuff from fabrics works great. All the, the little things that you could pull off of fabrics, all the little threads and stuff, or just extra threads from sewing. Okay, so I'm going to take my pattern and start drawing onto my fabric and get everything ready.
So I take my coffee dyed fabrics and fold it in half, and this is just a 100% cotton fabric, and it's made from an old sheet. So I put down my body pattern on top and just go ahead and pin it, and I'm just going to take my pin and trace around it. So I will take it to my sewing machine and sew all the way around and leaving about 3 inches on the bottom open. And I did the same thing for the legs and arms. I folded a piece of fabric in half so it's doubled up with layers, added the leg down and pinned it, and then added an arm down, and I repeat that process again so you can have 2 arms and 2 legs. So I just do that and draw all the way around each one. So I will take the arms and legs over to my sewing machine and sew around each one of them and leaving the top open so we can turn them. So each top is just going to stay open so you don't sew there. So I sewed around the body, the arms, and the legs, and now I'm going to cut about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch around the body and arms and legs. Now I'm taking my little scissors here and just snipping around the bottom parts of the arms and legs, just like the rounded areas. And it just makes it so it's a cleaner turn and it won't be all puckered or anything. And it makes it nice and smooth when you go to turn everything. And so I just do that around each arm and each leg. And then I show you on the body where I snip around the inside of the neck areas where it curves in, and then all the way around the top of the head, and just
Now I'm going to take my poly stuffing here and start stuffing the little body and arms and legs. And the hemostat works great for that. So let's get stuffing. So you just take it, come on there, and clamp it. Get it up where you want it. Because when you use like a chopstick or something like that, it just keeps pushing through the stuffing and doesn't get it where you want it. So you can clamp this and get it where you need it, and it's really great. I love it. It's such a time saver for sure. So I'm just going to continue doing this and get all this stuffed. So now I want to show you guys how I put the buckwheat holes in. So I got her stuffed to about here. Might add a little bit more. I just take my little cup. A funnel would work great too. I just didn't have a funnel, but this little cup works. I'm just getting a little bit in there. Probably be a good idea to do this over a bowl or anything, so if you drop any, then you can have it in the bowl. And these are just nice and lightweight, and they just kind of give it a little character and help it stand up a little bit. I mean, she's not going to sit totally flat or anything, but probably best to lean her up onto something. But it's just kind of fun to have a little bit of something down here squishy. And then what I like to do is take some of this and pop it in there so all that doesn't fall out, because we're going to leave this open so we can get the legs in there. So I just do a little bit of stuffing just so it's not all falling out. And then I'm just going to set her over to the side and start stuffing the arms and legs. If you guys are liking this video, please hit the like button. That helps me get my video out there further for others to see how to make these cute little dolls here. And what I did is I just stuffed the legs till about the knee area, and then I did the same things with the arms for the elbow bend, and then I just took it through my sewing machine and sewed back and forth just right there on their little, where their knees will bend and their elbows will bend.
So I'm making sure that the bottom of the body is folded in with no raw edges on the outside. And I add in the leg and just clip it with a little wonder clip to keep it in place. And then I add the other leg in and just do the same thing. And I'm just going to do a stitch just right along the bottom and stitch everything in.
So that's as far as we're gonna get today on this video. So this is gonna be a 3-part series on showing you how I assemble my little Junky Grungy Grammy dolls here. And make sure to check the link down below. I'll put the Etsy link down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.